Hello everybody, and welcome back to Enough. Yesterday was Pentecost, a special day for Orthodox everywhere, especially for us here at Holy Trinity. The celebration of Pentecost is ultimately the first day of Orthodoxy. The disciples gathered together in Jerusalem were given by God the gift of the Holy Spirit, as Jesus had promised them. The Holy Spirit came upon them and granted them the ability to speak in tongues, meaning the people they were speaking to could hear them in their own languages.
The gift of the Holy Spirit was the beginning of the disciples' evangelization and the fulfillment of Christ's command to go and baptize all nations in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So how does this event, some 2,000 years ago, relate to us, here, living in 2020? Sometimes we may disagree with friends, with family, or even the church on certain issues and topics. As teenagers, this is the period in our lives where we are forming our ideas about the world and how we want to interpret the things happening around us. This leads to disagreements, and at times it feels like you and the person you are talking to aren't even speaking the same language.
Of course, this is not new. The apostles faced the same challenges, people not agreeing with them, sending them into exile, and even killing them for what they believed. Although these are extreme circumstances, we today may also feel hurt or not heard.
When we feel not listened to, we must remember that the saints, apostles, and even Christ himself understand how that feels. Being a teenager can be very isolating and lonely at times. This is when we must remember that Christ, the Panagia, and the saints are here to help us and to listen to us. We must also remember that it is okay and even encouraged to question things and understand the whys behind certain ideologies and even church teachings. Believe us when we say the church has answers for your questions.
So, when we disagree with someone on something, let us remember to not judge or lose our peace. Instead, let us ask questions as to why someone believes in a certain ideology. Learning another point of view will never hurt us. Whenever a disagreement comes up, see it as an opportunity to learn about how another person views and experiences the world.
To end this episode, we will leave you with a quote to keep in mind when you feel angry or isolated. Elder Thaddeus, in his book, Our Thoughts Determine Our Lives, writes, God is love, and if we call upon God in our life, as the Holy Fathers teach us, we are calling upon love. If we know and believe He is present everywhere and at all times, and if we are united with Him, in our hearts, He will teach us how to love our neighbor.
So, remember, God is always with us and knows what we are going through, and His love is enough not only for us, but for the world. Have a great week, everyone, and remember, God is enough.